He made another one. Well, at least this one's only 15 minutes. God damn. What is this guy's obsession with me, man? This is crazy. Let's see what he's saying this time. Actually, what's the title say? How Dr. Chow Gaming lies about ray tracing in his RTX 4090 GPU. Why does why does this guy care what's in my computer when his game looks like fucking Nintendo 64? Let's see what he's got to say. Dr. Chow Gaming here, and I'm just showing off a little project I've been working on. And
Good day, ladies and gentlemen.
good day, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. Building Dragons Reach Under what?
Today we're going to talk about how Dr. Chow is lying about ray tracing and his RTX 4090 rig. LOL. Now here on this post dated Sunday, April 20, 2025, he says here, that's probably the biggest lie you have said. There is no ray tracing for Skyrim. You're using a ray tracing shader. That is not ray tracing. Liar. Okay, so this is the same guy who 1 year ago, that's 11 months ago, all right, that's on April 26, 2024, posted a video that said Skyrim messing around with ray tracing with shiny armor.
Okay, I think I know what point he's trying to pick up here. All right, well, let's go back a sec because this was obviously a mistake on my end. Where it says that's probably the biggest lie you said. There is no ray tracing for Skyrim. I didn't mean there's no ray tracing for Skyrim. I meant to put there's no ray tracing for your Skyrim. He doesn't have ray tracing. All of his videos say ray tracing shader, and I've had this argument with him many times. So that's my fault for not for not typing that in right. But I meant to say there's no ray tracing for your Skyrim because you don't use ray tracing. You use a ray tracing shader, which is not ray tracing. It's basically just somebody's preset for changing the colors and lighting of the game and calling it ray tracing shader. But it's not ray tracing. It's just the name they happen to give it. They could have gave that name anything. Angelic lighting, and that's what it would have been. It's not ray tracing. It's just a shader. So again, that's a typo error on my end. If that's what he's trying to get at, where I'm saying there's no ray tracing, but I'm using ray tracing. I meant to say that he has no ray tracing.
This is the same guy.
Actually, let me show some examples before we continue. See, so here we've got here some of his titles: Skyrim, Ultramodern Skyrim 4K time lapse, ray tracing shader, ray tracing shader. Yeah, there's probably more there, but I don't want to waste too much time digging through his channel to look through this crap. But yeah, he uses ray tracing shader, and I've had this argument with him. So the point he's trying to make is, I said there's no ray tracing for Skyrim, and but I'm actually trying to use ray tracing. Like I said, it was a typo. I meant to say there's no ray tracing for his Skyrim because he uses a shader, like he's mentioned in his titles.
Who 1 year ago, that's 11 months ago, all right, that's on.
Actually, I'm actually proud of you, Psijic. You didn't go through that foolish bullshit of showing the black link clip and going through that long introductory of this is Dr. Chow and his dummy accounts that he uses for troll. So nice. You're not wasting too much of our time.
On April 26, 2024, posted a video that said Skyrim messing around with ray tracing with shiny armor. Note that this was 11 months ago.
And I can already tell you what he's going to say in the next part because he said it in every video involving this clip. He's going to watch me pan around. He's going to say, look at the light sources over there and the light sources over there. Why is there a light source in front of him when there's no candles or torches in front of him? And in every video, I explain to him that I literally am using a mod that can create a light source where I can place the light source anywhere as I want in the area. So I literally just made a light spawn in front of me, like a light source. There's no candles or anything with it or a torch. It's just a light source that you can use. And I've already shown the mod that I use. So um, he keeps repeating himself in videos that I've already proven him wrong, but he just tries to point this stuff out as if he'd never seen my video, my last one, to know what I was saying. So we've all heard this before, so I guarantee
And
that's what he's going to say.
in another video, he says here, testing ray tracing, next gen Skyrim graphics. So who is the liar now, Dr. Chow? Let's see if Dr. Chow's quote and unquote ray tracing lol is actually ray tracing. Let's play it. Now, first of all, you need to take note of the light sources.
Didn't didn't I tell you? The light sources.
In this video. Alright, let's enlarge this.
It's a good looking
The
Skyrim.
light sources here are candles. Here, here, and here. Alright? Now take note that the glare on the armor assumes that the light source comes from the front.
That's because I have literally a light source from the mod placed in front of my character.
Okay? In the front of this character. And the light sources are at the back. There.
And I know I show this every time, but just to keep continuity, this is the mod I'm talking about. Custom light. Get out of here, Banner. Invisible light source with extensive customization options inspired by Quick Light mod. To turn on, hold E button to use button. And as you can see, it allows you to place custom lights wherever you want. Custom colors. As you can see, you can move the position of the light. And yeah, so that's why there's a light source gleaming in front of me, because I literally used that mod to place a light in front of me.
Therefore, the back of this character should be lighted, okay? And the glare on this armor can only be justifiable if there is a light source in front of her.
Which there
So
is.
let's play it. Okay, what's the light source here? We don't even know what the light source here is. Is that a chandelier? Too bright for a chandelier using
How do you get to judge and determine how bright a light's going to be? Like, that makes no sense. You didn't create the game. You didn't create the engine. You didn't create the game's lighting. You didn't program anything. How are you the almighty judge of what should be brighter and what shouldn't be in a fantasy game, RPG, that it's not real life? How do you get to decide that? That makes no sense.
candles, a candelabra. Okay, so the light sources are just flames from the braziers and the candles. And suddenly it goes dark. It flickers. It goes dark. Look at that.
Yes, it goes dark because the mod that I'm using for the light in front of me is most likely conflicting with the other lights. And on top of that, it's a game.
No more light. What happened?
It's a heavily modded game. Shit's not gonna go right. Shit doesn't go right in vanilla Skyrim, let alone a fucking game that's modded to hell with over 2,000 mods. Like, you're not being realistic. And the only reason you feel like you don't have these issues, which you do, because I've shown in some of your own videos the horrendous light flickering that you have, but the reason you feel like you don't have as many bugs is because you don't have a mod list anywhere near as extensive as mine. You probably only got like 100, 200 mods installed, if that, from the looks of your game. Your game's not heavily modded, so you're not going to run into anywhere near the conflicts that anyone of our caliber of modding with this amount of mods is going to have. It's not going to be perfect. Vanilla Skyrim isn't perfect.
What happened to the candles? Have they been snuffed out? LOL. Okay, now notice that there is no light source in
There is.
front of this character, and at the same time, light disappears at the back where light sources exist. Okay? It's suddenly dark at the back of this character when there are light sources behind her. No light source here, no light source there, a little light source. Where is the glare coming from?
Because I have a light source placed just a bit higher than my character coming down because of this mod. As you can see, that's what this mod does. And that's the mod I'm using to cast the light in front of me, because there's no light source, no candles or torches close enough to my character that I could use that light to reach all angles of my character. These lights in the back will reach my character, but the torches in front of me, the torches further ahead, light sources wouldn't reach me, so I placed the light in front of me. That way I could get a full 360 pan of my character.
Yeah, no. Where is the light? Why the glare? Why the...
And he, like I said in every video, he's gonna watch my react, but he's gonna pretend that he didn't. So the next video that he makes showing this, he's gonna say the same exact thing, even though I'm explaining it to him now, just like I explained it to him the last video he made, and I explained it to him the video before last one that he made. But he keeps pretending that he doesn't see these videos, but he watches my channel like a hawk. Every time I post something new, every time I post a short, he's the first one to comment on it, and he copy and pastes the same thing on every video. So I know he's going to watch this, but he's going to pretend that he hasn't, so he can keep repeating himself over and over again.
Smudging, the unimmersive smudging on this armor.
Please don't talk to me about things that aren't immersive. You're literally using a floating Tomb Raider lookalike character that's using modern day sunglasses. Don't talk to me about immersive.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is fake ray tracing from someone who says he has ray tracing. Let us now go to this next video. Now, if there is true ray tracing in Dr. Chow Gaming's Skyrim, LOL, all light sources will be reflected or seen in the surrounding areas.
Well, I mean,
On this,
pretty sure the candle's light's reflecting off of this wall here. It's reflecting off of some of this part of the wall here. This light here is it's illuminating this area here, but you can see that its light range only reaches to about here, and then it starts to get dark here. What the fuck are you talking about?
surrounding areas. So if there is light here, there should be light reflected or bounced off on walls.
Well, what the fuck what is this then? You're looking right at it. You're literally putting your mouse cursor over the illuminated part of this wall and then trying to say that it's not. But you knew to put your mouse here and trace around the area that was lit up. What are you talking about?
So let's see.
Look at the shine. Look at the shine. I'm,
Okay, so let's see.
look. Look. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
notice the light source here. Now, theoretically, if this character comes across or comes adjacent to this brazier here, this portion should be lighted.
No, it shouldn't be. They're fucking candles. The flame is literally the size of a fucking pinky finger. How much area is a pinky finger worth of flame supposed to light up? Look at this spot here. This candle here is probably lighting up about 1.5 to 2 foot radius of lighting. That would be the same for here. And then where my character is positioned is probably like 5 feet away from this flame, and on top of that it looks like there's a bush or some kind of foliage in front of this candle, so it would be blocking the light regardless.
Okay, if there is really ray tracing in Dr. Chow's game, there is none. There
Look how far away I am from the candle.
is none, ladies and gentlemen. Not even the lighting here. There is no lighting here and no lighting there.
They're candles. Oh, lighting. That candle's light is reaching my character. What are you talking about? Why do I keep trying to click his video? I keep trying to click his video to rewind.
In here, there is no lighting here and no lighting there.
Oh, lighting. What is this guy talking about, man? And then if you even want to go by that,
No lighting there.
look. So I'm probably about 2 feet away before the candle's light reaches my character. So those candles have about a foot, 2 to 3 feet radius of lighting. So if we go back to my original position, I'm way more than 2 feet away from this candle. So this candle's lighting is not going to reach me anyways.
Dr. Chow's game. Let's do that one more time. Yeah, there is and no lighting there.
This guy's an idiot.
Let's do that one more time.
How can someone be so stupid, man?
Light source, but no light impinging.
And then on this, at the same time, I'm still behind. I'm not side by side of this candle. I'm still behind. I'm still further behind. So if this is the candle, this is my character. I'm still behind the character. I'm still behind the candle. How would the candle's light wrap around me to my back when I'm facing it and I'm behind it? That makes no sense.
On this side.
Why would there be that? Look, now I'd probably be beside it or a little bit further away.
This is fake ray tracing, ladies and gentlemen. Fake ray tracing. Okay, this is where she now holds a torch. Let's see what happens. Bonk, suddenly it lights up. The whole thing lights up. This is janky. Is this ray tracing? Why would this place suddenly light up? One more time. Bonk, it lights up. It lights up again.
The game is modded to hell. Regardless of there being ray tracing or not, there's gonna be conflicts. Things are gonna conflict with each other. Like, ray tracing is not perfect. Ray tracing by itself still has issues. So me introducing other light sources into already other light sources that are being cast are going to cause conflicts. It's the nature of modding Skyrim. Nothing's perfect.
What kind of ray tracing
You
not
can have ray tracing and still have issues. You can still have glitches. You can still have screwed up particle effects where there's conflicts. Like anyone that mods knows this.
nonsense is this?
This guy is so
LOL.
desperate to find something.
Now, another lie that Dr. Chow likes to spread is that, let's now make sure that this is the same video. Another lie that Dr. Chow tells people is that he has an RTX 4090 GPU i999 CPU with 128 gigs of RAM and a 4 TB SSD. LOL. Okay, so this was, he claimed this 11 months ago. 11 months ago. Alright, someone asked, got to know the specs of your PC, and he said that he has an RTX 4090 GPU. Now, I made a video exposing his lie, and this is it. Please check this out. I'm going to include the link on the description below.
I don't think anyone cares that much to want to
How
check what
Dr.
your
Chow
links.
Gaming pretends to have a beast PC to troll other Skyrim gamers. And you will know
What?
how Dr. Chow Gaming rolls when he claims to have an RTX 4090. So let's play this video. Dr. Chow here claims to have an RTX 4090 GPU with 128 gigs of RAM. LOL. Okay. He has a video that features supposedly high-end graphics. So many people are curious about what his specs are, and of course,
Many people are curious. One person asked me, "What do you mean, many people?" One person literally, literally one person asked me about my specs, and you're saying many people. What are you talking about? Like this guy exaggerates stuff so goddamn much. Like it's crazy.
since Dr. Chow is a poser, he will say that he has a top of the line PC. He does the same thing on his Facebook posts where curious people would be given the same answer.
What
Here,
else am I going to
Dr.
tell him?
Chow says, I'm Yuzong. Notice the third grade spelling. I'm Yuzong a 4090 and I have 128 gigs of RAM. LOL. Okay. Now, alright, so there you go. Dr. Chow likes to presents himself to the world.
Okay, so this is bullshit because at this time I didn't have that. In this video, I had a 3080. I didn't have a 4090 then. I had a 3080 here, and this was kind of the reason why I upgraded my PC or my GPU was because of this video here of me trying out the game. But at this point, I didn't have one, and I never stated that I did when I had this video.
World as some cutting edge modding god, and maybe it's because 1 year ago he installed the Novus mod pack in his Skyrim and he wanted to be seen as the in thing of Skyrim modding. Now, what is the Novus mod pack? For those of you who don't know, the Novus mod pack came out a year ago, exactly at the same time
Came a little
when
longer than that, I think.
Dr. Chow posted these videos, and the time when, more or less the same time when he started puffing himself up as having a 4090
Yes, once I
GPU,
upgraded my
and it
PC.
was 11 months ago.
People
So
upgrade their
this
PCs. Yes, a
is
month
the
later.
poser
A month later, I upgraded my PC. That's what people do.
trying to get some
Lord.
street cred. Alright, so let's
Street
play
cred.
this Nolvus mod pack here, Nolvus
What?
video.
Well, this might be what you're looking for. Nolvus is a mod list that has its own installer, meaning at the click of a button and some hefty amount of free space on an SSD, your game can look like this, with minimal effort and maximum carnage. This is my full review and guide aimed at new players, experienced modders, and relentless bastards that subscribe to my channel. So join me as we dive into Skyrim once again, powered by 12 years of modding. Is this even Skyrim anymore? Let's find out.
Alright, so that was 1 year ago. So Dr. Chow Gaming wanted to be seen as the cutting edge of Skyrim by
God talks so
posing
weird.
as someone who has cutting edge technology. LOL.
Well, I mean, you're not running this with a fucking GTX 1080 or even a 20 series card, are you? Lol.
Okay, so
This guy is
does Dr. Chow actually have a 4090 GPU?
Why do you
So
care?
this video was posted 11 months ago, and let's take a look at this video he made a year ago, where the Nolvus mod pack came out and he was trying it out. Alright, so here in this video titled Nolvus over 2000 mods, this is how his RTX 4090 rig performs.
No, it's not how my RTX 4090 rig performs, because I'm not using one in this video, and I never said that I ever was. I even said in this very video, I even said that this is giving my 3080 a run for its money. And you can even see up top here, I think it says that right there, look. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080. Right there, in the corner. I never once stated that there was a 4090 being used in this video at that time.
Alright, so I minimized the screen so you could actually see what is on this.
Hold on. Okay, so here's the same video that he's showing on his page, and I'm literally saying in the video I've got a 3080. I'm not saying I got a 4090. Frames around here. Holy. I've got a 3080 Ti. See? I never said anything about having a 4090 at this point. Holy. I've got a 3080 Ti. See? So whatever this goofball is trying to say is bullshit.
Window here on this overlay here by the GPU control panel, it says here NVIDIA GeForce RTX 308. It's 308,
Yeah.
meaning it's a 3080,
Yes.
not a 4090.
I never said it was a 1490 for this video.
LOL. And this fact is corroborated by Dr. Chow himself saying this.
Oh my gosh, I'm at 20 frames around here. Holy. I've got a 3080 Ti. Holy. I've got a 3080 Ti. Holy. I've got a 3080 Ti. What the fuck point is this clown trying to make? Like, what rig do you have to run this at 60 frames per second? Like a 4090 Ti? Yeah, 4090 Ti, and there isn't even no such thing as a 4090 Ti, so you can tell that I didn't have one at the time. 4090 Ti.
So there you go.
There you go. That doesn't explain anything. Not one time have I said that I had a 4090 during this video.
Dr. Chow Gaming just discovered his 3080 Ti can't run a Novus.
What do you mean it can't run it? It is running it. It's running it. What are you talking about? What do you mean it can't run it? What, because it's not running at 60 frames? That doesn't mean it's not running it. It's still running it. And there's been plenty of videos of you showing your game, talking about testing out the fastest frame rate speeds. And the second you start moving, you're averaging 30 to 40 frames. So does that mean your game's not running? Like, these are so, like, that makes no sense. My game is clearly running this. It ran it for an entire hour. I can clearly run it. What are you talking about?
So, in order to compensate for that, he poses to everyone as having an RTX 4090 GPU. LOL.
And on top of that, this isn't my build. And my build is when I had the 4090. So this is the Novus build. And then I'll show you my build that I made using my 4090. Okay, so this is my build. And this is after I got my 4090. Now, look at the difference in the game. Excuse me.
So, in order to compensate, now what this
We don't
40 where
See some of my
over
gameplay. Come on. 80 Ti. Now look at the lighting. Look at the characters, the textures and stuff. Got a 3080 Ti. I've got a Ti. Ti. Now, here's what I had afterwards. Skyrim 2004 next gen graphics, blah blah blah. This is afterwards. Can you not see the difference in my game, in my lighting, in my characters' textures and clothing, and the game's textures? Look at that. This is way different. Way different. Lighting is way different. Everything. This is my build with my 4090. But yeah, back to this clowns. I've got a 3080 Ti. Like,
Dr. Chow. So, in order to having an RTX 4090 GPU, LOL. So, who's the liar now, Dr. Chow?
oh, that's the end of the video. Well, once again, had to debunk all his bullshit. Again, he actually lost a subscriber. He had 80. He lost one. So I don't think this hate you have towards me is doing you any good, bud. You've been at 80 subscribers for like 2 years and you just lost one, and I'm assuming it's because of your petty videos you've been making. But like, who gives a fuck what I got? This is my shit. You worry about your shit. But yeah. So all his points he tried to make, I debunked them. I don't know what this guy is aiming for. I don't know why this guy is. It's really starting to seem like jealousy to me now. Like it's starting to get real bad, bud. You're not making yourself look good trying to make these hate videos. Most of the Skyrim communities and the Facebook groups don't like you. They're all shitting on your content. And on top of that, you're making these stupid videos, wasting your time to get like what, 20 views? How many hours did you waste trying to put this stuff together for to get like 6, 7 views? And most of the time you're getting more views because my name is in the title. You get more views for the videos about me than you do your own Skyrim, which is saying something, bud. This ain't making you look good. So, I don't know, but if you're jealous, if you, like, do you need a friend, bud? Because I mean, it's almost starting to seem like I'm the most consistent human contact you seem to be having is just going back and forth with me. Like, if you need a friend, bud, let me know. Like, I can get you some help. But I don't know. Other than that, man, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this kid. Um, yeah, whatever. That's the end of that video, y'all. So, peace.